Yeah, no problem.
Look, so basically just want to get your thoughts on everything. But the program, how things have changed for you, I mean, it's only been a few weeks, but I want to get what your, initial impressions have been and where you're looking to take this, right? So, for background and context, could you tell us a little bit about what you were doing prior to jumping in to the program?
Yeah, so I come from a sales background mostly, B2B and B2C sales, and I've sold everything, man. I've sold fitness, I've sold solar, but I spent about I spent about 3 years studying marketing, and I came into this program and I realized that I didn't know fucking shit about marketing. Really. I mean, you guys are you're like the guru in that space. And yeah, I mean, it was exactly what I expected it to be. This program was, it's a community of people everyone's helping each other, and you're basically teaching us how to get deal flow in finance, which is like the lifeblood of finance, right? So it's a very valuable thing, and yeah.
What was going through your mind before you jumped in? Like, what was the deciding factor?
Well, I was trying to do something pretty similar to this beforehand, and I had found you guys, and it was like providence. I mean, it just, you guys happen to be doing something you happen to be teaching something that was very similar to what I was trying to do, because I like I said, I had been learning marketing, and I was like, what's the biggest lever you can pull to market? And I mean, this is it. Like, I mean, helping people sell their business, or helping people raise money for their business and marketing businesses. Instead of marketing to consumers, you're marketing to investors. It's just such a big lever, and so I decided to get into that, and you guys happen to teach exactly what I was trying to learn how to do. So it was perfect.
Was there anything that you were unsure of?
Anything that I was unsure of?
Was there any resistance in your decision making before you jumped?
To be honest, I jumped like right into it. Like, I got on the phone with your sales guy, and I was like, don't even try and sell me. Like, I was like, I want to be a part of this program. I mean, I could see it. I saw the vision. Like, I saw what you guys were doing almost immediately. So there was like really no friction there. No, I mean, if you look into, like, if you're someone watching this and you look into what you guys do, there should be no doubt in your mind that you guys can get the job done. Really.
How would you say things have changed for you since you joined?
Well, I've learned a lot.
Right.
I've learned a bunch. Like I said, I thought I knew a lot about marketing, and I didn't know anything. Like, I was like trying to do the whole email marketing stuff. I had no idea. And like, in the past few weeks, like, I which is just an act of God. Like I said, nothing to do with you guys, but I've obviously had technical issues with my outbound infrastructure, and your team, like the email team that you guys have, they're every single day, like, I'm hitting them up, and they're like, okay, we got this. It's Saturday right now, and they're working on my stuff right now on a fucking Saturday. So
no days off.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no days off. And if you want to make this work, that means no days off for you too. Like, no one gets days off in this industry. It's every day. And what?
Continue. Sorry.
I was going to say, if you want to be successful, you have to work at this every single day. There's no time off. Yeah.
I agree. You have to go.
Full speed.
What have you been able to accomplish?
So, well, I mean, I have a bunch of advisors, which is part of the program, is bringing on people who have experience in the industry, and convincing them that you are competent enough to get the job done and bringing them in, which is what you guys teach. And so I have a bunch of those. I just, I have that ready. I mean, I have my pitch deck. I pretty much have everything ready to go. And this next week, I'm going to be taking calls and finally starting to get some deals.
I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Me too. It's exciting.
I had a very good hunch when I started doing this like a year ago, when I would know when people would do well. And almost every time I was right. Now every time I'm right, and I know you're going to be able to make this work.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Like I said, I mean, I knew I wanted to do this. Like I came into this already knowing, so that's why there was like no friction from the beginning. Like you guys were doing the thing that I was trying to do.
Wanted to do. Yeah.
That was it.
You had already made that distinction in your mind. You realized that you should be marketing businesses, you should be selling equity, you already figured that out, hey, for yourself.
It's the biggest lever. I mean, there's all right. So if you think about it, like in terms of selling things, which is the world I come from, you can the biggest asset you can sell is a business.
Yes.
There's nothing bigger. I mean, you could sell a country, I guess, but like the biggest asset is
your debt products. Yes.
Exactly. That's it. Yeah. So if you can figure that out, which you've cracked the code on doing that, and you cracked the code on generating the deals, the kind of deal flow that it really allows you to outperform every single other investment bank on the planet. Every boutique, even the big guys, like they're not doing this. And when I talk to people, like I show them, I don't show them the whole infrastructure, obviously, because you don't want to give them the sauce. And I had someone who was like, hey, wait, how do you do that? And I was like, I can't tell you. I can't give it up. I can't give it up. But
give that shit close to your fucking chest.
Exactly. And yeah, you can't let anyone know about this. You can't. And I'm surprised that you even do this. Like I'm surprised that you even coach this kind of stuff, because
I think about that at least once a week, where I'm like, why the fuck am I trying to teach people this?
But look, this is the thing too. Like the reason it makes sense is because there's so much to go around. There's only so many of us. There's hundreds of millions of businesses out there, right? Yeah. Every single one of them wants to raise money. Every single one of them needs to sell their business eventually. Every single one of them needs some kind of investment banking services.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I don't know if I've told you this, but the vision for this is like we have, well, first and foremost, that like it started off as, okay, great, I've got great cash income while I'm working on deals from teaching, right? Started off as that, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I'm teaching people how to do this, and they're getting pretty good, and now I can do deals with them. Like Connor, I've done a deal with Connor. So then it switched to like, okay, I'm teaching everyone. When they get good enough, then we do deals together. So we have syndication. Exactly. Because I don't have that really. Like I don't really have like a fraternity.
You mentioned that. Yeah, because we didn't go to Harvard. We don't have MBAs. We didn't go to Harvard. We're not, we don't have that.
You don't come from a good family. Like, if you have all that, you have a crazy advantage, because people will just be like, oh, you come from a good family. Oh,
even then though, but this is the thing, even then they don't have this wide of a network. Like they might have a network of like, 12, 20 people that they can bring deals to. They have that, but it's just smaller. Yeah. You have all these people that are like it's organized. So we have what they have in a way, but it's way more organized and quantified.
Yeah. With the syndication, which is exactly the next point, which is like, okay, my vision shifted to, the syndication really, really makes an impact as like a reason for me to do this long term.
Exactly.
And now with the actual platform that we're building, like, I don't know if I've told you this, but like I'm building out the best database on the planet. I'm building out a customization sequencer. So you won't have to write your emails anymore. It'll all be customized to each individual.
No shit.
Okay. And then in addition to that, there's the AI syndication. So you upload all of your people to it, you upload all your deals, and it'll tell you everyone else on the platform who you could do business with. Either counterparty for someone else's deal or someone else's counterparty for your deal. Right.
That's great.
And then all the education, right? So
look, I mean, this is the thing. The value
there is the multi-billion dollar exit for me in a couple of years. That's the reason why I'm doing it now. That's like, okay, this all makes sense. It all comes together. That with the broker dealer, it's fucking, it's cohesive.
Yeah. And on top of all this, like, there's so much. I mean, there's so much value that you guys bring so much value to the table between like compliance stuff, support, everything. You know, it's not just the module. It's not just the syndication. It's not, you know, it's the whole entire thing. The community is huge too. Being able to reach out to people and like share ideas. Like I was just on the phone with Ohm.
Yeah.
I was on the phone with him yesterday, and he shared some really good plug for a guy that sells LinkedIn accounts. So I mean, it's just everyone works together too. You know, it's a whole team effort to bring everyone up. Everyone's helping each other.
I'm actually gonna hit him up about that.
Yeah, it's good too. I mean, he's got a guy that he can get people with. I mean, they're not verified, but they have 500 plus connections.
They're good enough to at least do something with, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, but so look, I curious to know what advice you would give to someone who's considering joining, who's watching this.
Well, I mean, if they're willing to put in the work and be stressed out and sacrifice everything, and you know, if they really, really want to be successful and get stupid fucking rich, I think they should join. That's it. You know, they really have to want it. You have to want it because you know, you got to put in time to, if you don't come from the finance world, like if you do, that's great. You know, this would be a piece of cake. But if you don't come from the finance world like I do, you're going to have to take a lot of time to learn stuff. You know, you're going to have to sacrifice parts of your life that you might not want to. You're going to have to sacrifice the Netflix and TikTok. Everything is just going to have to go away, and you're going to have to put in the work. But if you're willing to do that, I mean, jump on it.
Good. I would say that is the most important thing, is just a willingness and a actual desire to work in this field and do this.
Yeah.
Because if you have that, all the other things can fall into place, you know.
Yeah.
It makes the work enjoyable to do. I enjoy what I do. I work a lot. I enjoy it. I don't see it as work.
You know, I mean, wasn't it your birthday yesterday?
Yeah.
Did you work on your fucking birthday?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Of course you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your birthdays look the same as your Tuesdays, which look the same as your Sundays. Everything, you know, it's every single day.
Oh yeah.
Back to that whole thing. It's like everything, you know, it just comes down to putting in the work, putting in the hours.
Yeah.
If you're willing to do that, you can make it work. And you don't have to be a fucking genius either. Like, you don't have to be very smart. You just have to be willing to work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. What are your goals? Like, what's your aspiration for the next year? A lot can fucking change in a year, by the way.
Next year, oh man,
At
least three success fees. This is what I want to go for. I want to go for 3 success fees, minimum, and yeah, and then just keep ramping up over and over and over again. Scale it. You know, you guys have a great part of the module that talks about building out the team for your company, and I'm gonna take that and just put it on fucking steroids. You know, there's another student, obviously, you know, but there's another student who has just built a conveyor belt of a sales team that just spits out money all day, every day.
Good, Dylan.
You know, and a lot. What? Yeah, Dylan. Yeah, I mean, dude, like, what? How many deals did he close in December? 15, he said.
That's like
15 engagement fees.
if you focus on selling companies, like and looking at it like a marketing agency,
Mhm.
that yeah, 15, 20 is about where you get to.
I mean,
So
that's fucking sick.
I mean, do you want to do that? Because
Yeah,
I could see you doing it.
yeah, of course I can.
But hey,
Of
bro, that is
course I
a
can.
slippery slope, my friend. If you can't deal with the pressure of that, then
Oh,
but
you
I
mean the fulfillment? You mean the
deal with
fulfillment side?
that's fine. On the fulfillment side, yeah, because you won't be
Yeah.
fulfilling is what I'm trying to get at. So
No. So yeah, you just get people just shitting on you all fucking day, just
yeah,
being like, "Hey, where's my pitch deck? Where's my fucking teaser?
yeah.
You know, where's all my shit? Where's my sim?"
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I, I could take a lot of shit. I
You
don't
have
really mind that. I don't mind taking shit. That's not a big problem. I'm resilient, but
yeah,
it seems like this is the thing about Dylan is it seems like he's able to still provide value even with that many clients. He's still able to provide some value,
yeah,
right?
yeah. He's doing a pretty good job.
Because
On the other hand,
he's leaning a little bit heavier onto the strategic advisory first,
yeah,
and then trying to segue that into capital raising. You know, so he's
yeah. Um,
apparently he's only got one complaint
yeah. I mean,
this whole time.
if you are there and you're advising and providing value in that way, then it certainly helps.
Yeah.
Uh, and I think if you have your systems in place and you really create the conveyor belt where it's like they come in, this is what you provide to them, this is exactly how you do it. The issue with this though is um, there's nuance to it. It's very difficult to replicate something because something that you do for one company is going to be completely different for the other. It requires an understanding of not just the industry, but the industry that your client is in.
So when he's closing, he talks about picking out their pain points and just focusing on why the deal won't work. And I've been trying to rack my brain around like, okay, like how the fuck, like how do I even do that? You know, like I don't even, I don't really know what to look for yet. But it
I will
just,
practice that. That's
yeah,
not hard. It's you just have to be. I think I think people have a more optimistic view of when people are talking about their companies when they're inexperienced.
mm-hmm,
And the more experienced you become, the more cynical you become, um, more realistic you become. So it's just a
right.
question of, okay, you have this assumption. What data do you have to back this up?
Right.
You don't have any data? Okay,
In
well,
in terms of like anything though, like evaluation, EBITDA,
yeah. Uh,
yeah,
I mean, you will as you're having these conversations, you just need to see, you need to really pick apart their argument. What are their assumptions, and um and what have they done before, and why are they uh qualified or capable of doing what they say they're going to do, and you pick apart all of that. You
right,
dismantle their whole belief. Because
right.
most founders think that they're the shit, and like you have to think like that. But most of them aren't tethered in reality. Even if they're doing decently well, and it's your job to be like, okay, great ambition, let's come back down to fucking earth here.
Right.
And when you do that, they respect you and they trust you. That's the most important thing.
Right. It shows competence.
Instead of you being like, oh yeah, no, this is fantastic, everything's great, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Oh yeah, no problem.
Right.
Um, so yeah, engineering that friction into the conversation is incredibly important.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, bro. What are you drinking out of? What the fuck is that thing?
Liter Yeti.
Oh shit. What did you get into for your birthday?
Went to dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah, went to dinner. Went to bed early.
nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Responsible.
Yeah,
Nice.
I quit drinking.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I quit. I had to yeah. I mean, if you want to take life serious, this is the most competitive fucking industry on the planet. So if you want to be able to compete, like you can't let anything hold you back,
correct.
you know? There can't be any there can't be any weakness in your life. I mean, you should be going to the gym, you should be staying sober. Vaping is I vape every once in a while, but
You need to
try to
have
keep your body.
some little thing. I have nicotine gum. That's my thing. That's
Yeah,
all.
I got the Zins.
Yeah. See, yeah, the Zins are good.
Yeah, the nicotine gum, I don't know, I feel like it makes me a little fucking kind of gives me a headache.
Really?
Yeah.
The Zins are too much for me now.
Dude, they make Zins that are like 50 milligrams.
Yeah,
Or not
that's
Zins, but they have pouches that are 50 milligrams. It's out of control. The,
fuck.
the Swedish brand. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, listen, man, appreciate you doing this. I'm
Yeah,
excited
no
to do the
problem.
next one in a couple months when we could do a side by side.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna come up to Vancouver sometime, man.
Yeah,
For
you should.
sure.
You should.
Yeah, I'll come visit. Once I get everything kind of stabilized down here.
Yeah, get locked in. Do 3 months hard,
Yeah.
and things will change quite rapidly. 3 months is a long fucking time in this.
Before you go, so I I think I figured out what was going on with the emails. Um, it seemed like the URL redirect wasn't they were up and then somehow they got knocked off. Do you think, like personally, do you think that that was the issue? Because
Maybe
Jack seems to think it was, but we're still
potentially.
testing and stuff.
We gotta do a test. I need you to get on with Ali.
Who's
So
that?
he is one of the other guys on the team that's more technical.
Okay,
So it'd be good for you to get on with him. I'll get a group chat together
cool.
to get that sorted.
Yeah, that would be great because, yeah, dude, I sent out. I mean, I don't think anything was landing. I think all my emails were just not even going to
Yeah,
spam. They were just
if you sent out that many without any ARs, then yes, there was
nothing.
an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just what we'll do is we'll just recycle that campaign.
Oh, so that was another question I was going to ask is I can, so if the campaign didn't work, I can go back and just
Recycle.
rerun the same. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Of course.
I had no idea. That's
As a matter
awesome.
of fact, you will continuously do that.
With the
Squeeze
same campaigns?
fucking juice out of it. Yeah. You just
Oh,
exclude
shit.
people that you've spoken to and people that have responded.
Oh, okay. All right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cool, bro. All right,
Cool,
man.
man.
Enjoy your Saturday.
You too.
Speak soon. I'll get that group chat put together. Okay.
Cool. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Ciao, ciao.
See ya.